So what does the story tell you?
What does it say?
Is there some kind of a moral for
well,
you?
there is a kind of moral fibre running throughout it. There's definite themes of redemption. This guy was as close to God as damn it. You know, Joan of Arc was considered to be a messenger of Christ, who revelled in miracles. I mean, she managed to capture a city in 8 days with her as a standard bearer, whereas the greatest military minds in France at the time couldn't do it in 8 months. So she was a symbol of salvation, and I believe that he was in love with that symbol, not her physically, but her spirituality and what she stood for. And after the loss of being close to God, being an extreme person, he sought solace in the arms of the devil.
Yeah, okay. And why did you choose, why this story for an album?
When we were writing it, we'd written sort of the skeleton of about half the record, it kind of dawned on me that I thought, shit, it's about time I've actually got to start thinking about what the record's going to be about. And some of the keyboards, or the initial keyboards ideas, had been sent through, and I was listening to the music, and I was reminded of an earlier one of our albums, which was Cruelty and the Beast, which was undertaken 10 years ago, and I revisited the notes on that, and that album was about the Hungarian blood countess Elizabeth Bathory. And whilst reading about her, I'd written notes on Gilles de Rais, and I contacted a friend who's an occult historian, and he pointed me in the direction of a load of books that would, remain true to the subject and would help us, and it sort of went from there, really.
Okay, was it Gavin?
Gavin Baddeley, yeah.
Who you wrote the book with?
Also?
Yeah. Okay, and how did you approach the story to put in your for lyrics?
Well, we mapped it out and worked very closely with the band, so that whatever happens in the story is replicated in the music and vice versa. Like I said, we want to make it really cinematic. It's a brutal story, so it demanded brutal music. The production was undertaken by Andy Sneap, who both produced and mixed and mastered the record. So the production, again, is a strong point of the actual album. But it was a lot of working by myself, and then, we would all work. We all live in different parts of England and Europe, and we'd work and email each other files, and then when we collated stuff, we would have, like a few weeks where we would come down we'd all group in a rehearsal room and tackle everything. But everything was, demoed extensively before we went into the studio. Yeah. The album's also punctuated, like I said, it's chronological, but it's also punctuated by a narrative that's undertaken by our friend Doug Bradley, who played Pinhead in the Hellraiser series, and he's been a long-time collaborator with the band. So he's the voice of Gilles de Rais, and what he says is taken from the trial transcript, so they're apparently what was uttered, and these punctuate the story to give a sort of running narrative and to remind people what the subject matter is. It's quite creepy as well to have him suddenly jump out at you, especially when you listen to it on headphones.